Mysterio's a bad guy.
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal's performance in the first half compared to the second half was great. You could even tell, like, I love how in the first half you could tell he's acting as somebody who's acting as somebody else. Like, because there's times where I was like, he sounds kind of corny right here, and I'm like, but that's how you know he's a villain, because he's such a good actor. Like, he's not corny.
Yeah.
So you could tell he's pretending to be somebody who's pretending to be a good guy.
And later, like, when you figure out that it's like that scientist dude who's making stuff up and is feeding it to him in his ear, that's why the stuff he sounds is kind of awkward.
Yeah, he has his own writer. He's a science fiction writer.
So he's like, I'm from another dimension, and you're from this. It's like he's just listening to what he's saying and trying to spit it out here.
Yeah, and that was so cool. The reveal, like,
but he still fools everybody. Mm-hmm. He fools Nick Fury.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. he fools Talos, the alien who's pretending to be Nick Fury, which was also a cool twist. I feel like Marvel's going to use that now for everything. Why characters are dumb in certain movies, they'll be like, well, they were the aliens.
That was a scroll.
That's a scroll.
Yeah, definitely.
Got him.
Yeah, I think Game of Thrones final season, Daenerys, that was actually a scroll.
Yeah, that was a scroll. That's why she acted totally different.
Yeah. J.K. Rowling saying wild shit on Twitter. That was actually
it's a scroll.
It's a scroll, guys.
They're actually vacationing off into space.
She's
chilling.
finally taking a break.
Yeah. They're going to use that.
Yeah,
I bet you for something else.
Easy fix.
Yeah. The guy who died as Iron Man, it was a scroll, guys. Iron Man's still alive.
You guys, what's that? You didn't like the Incredible Hulk movie hell years ago? He was a scroll.
He was a scroll. That's why he's green. But yeah, so that was a thing, which is why Nick Fury wasn't as smart as he is in other movies, because it wasn't him or Agent Hill.
Yeah. Like, if you compare Spider-Man versus Mysterio to Spider-Man versus the Vulture in Homecoming, I feel like there's no comparison. Like, the fight was so much cooler.
Yeah.
When he starts playing all his tricks, and then Spider-Man has to see dead Iron Man crawl out of his grave, and, like, he's just fucking with... Oh, man, that was such a cool scene. I think that was the best scene in the movie.
It's everything I would have wanted them to do with Mysterio. Like, I'm sure there's, like, I can... Beggars can't be choosers. I could be sitting here and being like, oh, well, he should have fought the Avengers. That would have been kind of cool. Mysterio had all the Avengers in an illusion fight him. Yeah. But I thought what they did with it reminded me a lot of, like, the 90s cartoon Spider-Man, seeing Mysterio in that show and seeing him in this movie.
Yeah. Especially when he was, like, has the huge head and
Spider-Man, he's standing there like this. Or when he's standing above him shooting at him, and Spider-Man goes like this and pulls down what he thinks is Mysterio, but it's a crane that's about to fall on him and he has to move.
Or even when fucking Mysterio pretends to die. He has Nick Fury, looks like he shoots him, and then just to be like Spider-Man to, like, drop his guard, and then he pushes him into a train.
Yeah. Because he does that, and he asks him, well, who else did you tell? And he's like, well, just my friends, MJ and Ned. And he's like, oh, well, now all your friends have to die. Bye. It's just like he totally fucks with his head. It's totally something he hasn't fought yet, which is awesome, because he just fought Thanos, the greatest
and that's another thing I like about these two Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man that we have. The director, he keeps going for characters that we haven't seen, like the Vulture, and then now Mysterio. And the third one, I'm
Craven
sure,
or something.
I think do Craven.
Yeah.
And then having J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, yeah. We have J.K. Simmons back as J. Jonah Jameson.
I read that to keep it a secret, he had to, like, shoot that in the middle of the night, like J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
He went to a Disney studio somewhere and just sat in an office, like, privately in the middle of the night and snuck in, and they recorded it for the movie. And that was it. He was nowhere near a set, nowhere near any of that.
Because everybody tries to leak
stuff. It's so hard
stuff.
to keep a secret.
And that wasn't leaked.
No.
Which is great. There was no rumors that he might be back. I didn't see anything about it.
Not at all.
I watched the movie, and then at the end, I'm like, oh, holy crap. Awesome.
J. Jonah Jameson.
And he's going to be back for the next one. He is officially cast back as his role. Yeah. That's awesome.
And then the fact that he's the one that kind of... I mean, it's Mysterio, but, like, he's the one who drops the ball and pushes it out there.
Yeah.
I think that's great. That can add a lot of drama.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now Spider-Man is no longer secret, which, I don't know. I wanted him to stay hidden, because I feel like that's part of Spider-Man, is like trying to hide who he is and stuff. But in this Marvel cinematic universe, I guess there's really not a place for it anymore. This kind of hero. Nobody really has a secret identity in the MCU.
It wouldn't really work.
Yeah. He was the only hero with a secret identity. People are kind of probably like...
Didn't really make sense. Everybody else was out in the open.
people are probably like, who gives a shit? Just show yourself.
Yeah.
We have all these heroes.
Yeah. Even though that would have been a good kind of segue into like why people hate the X-Men. Because like him, like, okay, what do you have to hide kind of thing. But now that he's out in the open, it's would seem even stranger to have the X-Men out there and like people hate them.
Well, in the comics, he reveals himself in Civil War. Yeah. So, I mean...
They're already past that point.
Past that.
So.
And then now he just... But he doesn't reveal himself, somebody else does.
Yeah.
And
I like because it adds drama.
Yeah, and now they're doing the whole... Now they're transitioning into the everybody hates Spider-Man phase of Spider-Man, which happens all the time.
Yeah.
Where everybody hates Spider-Man, but he's still out there fighting crime, but now he has to dodge the cops, fight the bad guys. Yeah. Classic Spidey stuff.
Yeah. Finally. And fucking the other ones, they jumped into that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then at least they're not doing the Harry Osborn and Green Goblin and all that.
Well, supposedly Norman Osborn is going to be the next like big bad for the Avengers.
Is he really?
At least that's what the rumor is.
Oh.
And there's like, I guess at the end of Far From Home when he's swinging, there's like a billboard that says like, can't wait to show you what's next or something. And it looks like it's construction for an Oscorp like building. And I think somewhere in the comics, that's their thing is like, can't wait to show you what's next. In Oscorp, that's their like big thing. And so I think they're building Oscorp and Norman Osborn's going to be like a big bad supposedly for like the Avengers. I don't know how because Spider-Man can beat his ass.
So when you have Thor and Captain Marvel, like, what is
who can literally just Thor just gunk and dead. I think the Avengers would be able to beat Norman Osborn's ass pretty freaking easily.
Right? I mean, that doesn't sound like much of a competition. So hopefully that's not the maybe Norman Osborn plus other people. Yeah. In space.
I know they were planning on doing a Sinister Six thing with the Amazing Spider-Man, and then it got canceled and all that. I'd love to see a Sinister Six on screen. Would be cool after they do Kraven, maybe. Yeah, because Kraven's in there and like bring back Mysterio. Yeah, bring back Vulture and all that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and then I think didn't one of the guys in Homecoming in the prison thing wasn't he Scorpion?
Yeah, he had a Scorpion tattoo on his neck or something. So. Like that could hint at it. Yeah. So it's like you've already got Scorpion, Vulture, Mysterio if they bring him back because he might not be dead.
Yeah. And
he's Mysterio, the Master of Illusion, And then Kraven and Green Goblin if they want to slide him in. Yeah. And then,
or if they say Mysterio is dead and they can even fucking say, fuck it, we'll throw in Venom and Carnage. Yeah. Even though that's not the normal Sinister Six, but because you already have a Venom movie and we know Woody Harrelson's Carnage. Yeah. So that could be cool. And have all of them face off against the Avengers, maybe. Maybe. But again, it's like Captain Marvel's so overpowered that it's like...
They really need to just do Galactus next, I think. Yeah. Because that is the only other big bad. Yeah. And then if you're going to have Galactus, you got to have the X-Men. Yeah, you got to...
You need Silver Surfer, you need the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, you're going to need them all because he's as big as the world or some shit. Yeah. Like... I don't know. Yeah. I think that's the only thing the Avengers can fight now that would be even remotely close to Thanos.
It has to be like cosmic shit.
It's got to be something huge.
Like something in outer space. It can't be just a human. Yeah. At this point, you know.
And Spider-Man got away with it now from Far From Home because all the Avengers are split up and Nick Fury wasn't Nick Fury. You know, when he was like, oh, these guys are unavailable. Then at the end, he's like, Nick, you need to come back because everybody asked me where the Avengers are. And I don't know what to say to that. And it's like, okay, that's a good whatever gag. Yeah. But now that that's over, what's your excuse for the rest of the Marvel movies?
Like when in the Doctor Strange movie. Yeah. And the Black Panther 2. Like what's
your excuse?
Again, they'll need another excuse of like
unless Marvel goes the route with Phase 4, where it's kind of like comics now, where there are multiple Avengers in each movie, and each one can be like a mini Avengers movie almost. Like Black Panther, it's his movie, but he's got the new Captain America, Captain Falcon, or whatever. Yeah. He's got Falcon with him. He's got Doctor Strange. You've got
Bucky popping in or something.
Yeah, I think that's the only way they can go about it. Because why else wouldn't you just be like, boys, I'm gonna need your help.
I think that's our spoilers. Let us know what you thought down below. You know, just comment away.
Yeah. What did you think? Did you like Mysterio as a villain? Who do you think was better, him or Vulture? Let us know.